do.
All right, everybody, we are going to start with a brief opening statement from Coach, and we'll come around for questions. Raise your hand, we'll get a mic to you. Coach?
Good, excited to be here. Thankful to coach Syracuse football. Excited about the week that we got ahead of us. We get a chance to go and play against Georgia Tech, number 7 team in the country. It's a great opportunity for the players, myself, the fan base, just for everybody to get an opportunity to go and compete against a really good football team. Coach Key is doing a heck of a job. Coach Buster with the offense doing well. Coach Blake Gideon and Tim Sell. I think all those guys are doing a good job on all phases of the game. And I'm excited to play against them. Haynes King, just all those guys they got on the team. And I think they're really good players. Jamal Haynes, a really good player. I like Jamal a lot from last year, and getting to play against him again. I think they got a really good receiving core. 11, 3, 7. All those dudes can play football. I mean, they got a bunch of good players. I think their tight end is really good. They use them in the game well. Then on the defensive side of the ball, the linebackers can play, and I think the DBs do a really, really good job. Their defensive line has been causing havoc all year, so it'll be cool to be able to go and compete against a top 10 team, and it's pretty fun. So doesn't get any better than this.
Questions? We'll start right in the front row with Mark.
Hi, Coach. On Saturday, you said that Ricky has absolutely improved this year since he started. I was wondering, now that you've had 3 games of film to watch, in what areas specifically would you say he's improved, and what areas do you think he still has most room for growth?
I think that he's just improving overall as a leader and as a quarterback. Just understanding and being able to see things a little bit more. We got to grow in reference to putting points on the board, putting together drives that either end in field goals or touchdowns. Continue to grow in that, keep the ball in our hands, and just try to make smarter decisions all the time throughout the game. We got to be a little bit more consistent. It can't be not doing well, not doing well, not doing well. Oh, we got a really good drive, and then it goes backwards, and then we have a really good drive, right? We got to just work on consistency and being able to play with confidence from start to finish.
Go to Chris in front.
Fran, with both quarterbacks having sort of a somewhat limited menu in terms of the playbook, do you change anything in practice this week to try to help Luke grow faster, or do you sort of do what you've been doing?
We start practice today. Just as I said before, I'm gonna always put the best player in the football game, right? I think that whoever gives Syracuse the best chance of winning, right? So at the moment, unless we go out to practice and things just drastically shift, Ricky gives us that best opportunity. It isn't that I'm doing this because I want to make sure it's Ricky or I want to see that. It could be Joe Filardi for all I care, right? I would love for, whoever it is that gives us a chance to win, that's what we're going to run with. And at the moment, Ricky's our quarterback, right? And I just hope that he continues to get better, right? I hope that he learned even more over the weekend of watching himself play, and as he learns the playbook more and the package, he gets more and more comfortable, that it helps him out. And then I hope that Luke can consistently get the opportunity of going in, right? I hope that Luke's able to do that, and it's just whoever else it may be. We just want to win, right? That's the main thing. Just thinking about winning. I want to be able to win. I want to put the team in position to win because they deserve to win. Our coaching staff deserves to win, and so does our fans and all the alum. Everyone deserves to win.
So if I'm understanding you right, the priority is getting Ricky as ready as possible when you sort of approach practice.
Absolutely.
We'll go to Aiden down in front and then Dan on the side.
Coach, just for you personally as a head coach and then also your coaching staff, just what have you learned about this team and just the coaching staff through this 3-game skid?
I think that you'll find that out this week as you watch us play. As you're able to see, we're going to fight to the end, right? We're going to play and compete. I think that this is when you find out who's a real football coach and who isn't, right? How the team responds, how the team continues to play, the things that go on, and that's not just something that you're involved in. This is life, right? This is my life. This is also an opportunity for me to teach our players about life and about faith and believing in themselves and continuously working and pushing, even though the answers may have been no. right now for so many, like but you got to keep getting up, right? Keep getting up, keep getting up. It's been no 3 times in a row. Do they got what it takes to get up the 4th time, right? Because usually the 4th time, it may work, right? Or do you got what it takes to keep getting up, right? It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get up. And just want to be able to teach them those lessons of life. They're going to go through rough times in their families, being husbands, fathers. And when they go through those times of, things may not be falling into their favor, I want to make sure they understand and know they keep that faith, they keep that hard work is one of their traits that they have, and they're able to take our core values and they're able to get through that little bit of a stumble that they're going to go through in life.
Yeah, and just looking at some of the guys from last year, Rondé had a big day yesterday. Did you
Yeah,
get a
that
chance
was
to
pretty
see
cool.
that? Just what's your reaction to seeing
Yeah.
him and some of the other guys?
I watched the highlights of it. I don't get to watch other stuff because I'm watching the next opponent and finishing up with our other game. But I watched the highlights. I was hyped. Like, it was cool to see it. I mean, that's OG. And then I started thinking about, like, dang, he could have stayed in college one more year, right? So I went from being really happy for him to, why'd you leave, chump? But I was so thankful and happy for him that I got a chance to coach him. But it was amazing to see OG just be OG, right? He's a workaholic, so he deserves all that comes his way. Yeah.
Jen's going to grab that and get it up to Dan here in the second row. Nope, left. Dan, thank you.
Fran, they say that, winning championships, winning games in general comes in the trenches first. We saw 7 sacks with the defensive line in this last game. Just what you could see from the offensive and defensive line despite the 3-game skid.
We're getting better. We're going to keep working on getting better. We went back to fundamentals from a defensive standpoint. That was something that we talked about early on, just being able to block destruction, being able to get off of blocks, being able to tackle better. And just playing together. Everybody has a gap. Everybody play your gap. Count on the people next to you, right? And on the offensive line, you're going to keep doing the same thing. We're just going to keep growing, right? I think our team will keep getting better, and you'll see throughout the time. If you're watching football and you're only looking at the results, then you'll say, nah, they're not getting better. It's a loss, right? And I know that's what I'll be graded off of. But just as you watch the game and you go through it, you can see that the players are actually getting better. They're playing together more. They're going more. It's a new piece. They got a new quarterback, so now that's something new that they were just getting adjusted to Steve being the Q, and then now they got a new Q. So I think it'll all come together. It'll be right. That's all on me, right? I'm the leader of the program. I'm good. Like, I'm straight. I know what we need to do. I'll continue to keep my chin up. I'll make sure that I walk around and show them what it's like to follow someone who has the faith and believes and gonna keep working hard. As long as they follow me, we'll be fine. As long as they keep their ears closed to everything else outside, then they'll be straight. I had someone tell me last night to be like the conductor of the orchestra. Like, you ever went to orchestra, you know how he kind of just leads all of them and his back's to the crowd and to everyone else. Like, that doesn't really matter. I want them to all have that same mindset and for us to all just be together, be on the same page. And if they follow me, we're going to be fine. And we'll be straight.
And then as far as what you feel has been the biggest positive to hang the hat on right now in these 3 games, what have you seen? As you said, there's growth and there's things that are happening. What are a piece or 2 that you really feel like this team is doing well right now?
I mean, they still coming to practice. They butts off daily. They're practicing extremely hard, and they're getting to grow their faith. They're getting a chance to face adversity all together. Like, the entire football team gets to face adversity together. Coaching staff, players, everything. When you get to do that together and you're able to pinpoint different things out that we'll learn and we'll be able to grow from, that we'll be able to have with us for the rest of our lives, that's a blessing right there alone. There's so many people that would point the blame and the finger, and they blame NIL or they blame other things when things aren't going right. Like, no, it's not that. It's just not our time. It's not our time at the moment, and as long as we keep swinging away, we keep coming to practice daily, we keep believing in each other, and we don't point the finger, and we just stay connected the way that we are, everything will work itself out. So I think the biggest piece for me to hang my hat on is being able to face adversity with the players at the same time. like a lot of us came in last year and we got to get out on the right speed and we won 10 games. We didn't have any major injuries at all towards our team. This year we've had a lot of guys who are injured or out for the year. Rashad Perry, who's our starting D tackle, Derek McDonald, who's one of the starting linebackers, our quarterback, who's the starting quarterback. So like there's a lot of guys that went out early on us that played key parts from a leadership standpoint and from a work ethic standpoint. So all the young guys don't got those same guys right in front of us. And we all get to face adversity together, starting with myself, right? Like we came in last year and it was rolling. At this time last year it was a different record, like 5-2 or something of that nature. And now it's a little bit opposite of it, but I'm thankful for the opportunity I get to lead this program and lead all the guys and be able to show them the best way to face adversity is head on, right? Don't run from it, just be there and be settled.
We'll go to Brett in front and then Nick in the third row.
Fran, you mentioned a couple times the change you made for the defense at halftime of the SMU game. Did that involve just like simplifying things, honing in on something? What would you attribute the identity you want that defense to be when you made that decision?
For us to just be able to play fast and hit. Like, let's play fast, let's hit. Let's stay together, let's play fast, hit. Don't worry about what's going on the other side of the ball. Handle your own business. You know, it almost goes back to being a kid. Don't worry about what they got in that household, worry about this household. And you handle everything, you do everything the right way, and good things end up happening to you, and just keep going. Keep working, keep going, keep getting up. Every day, if you get knocked down, get back up again, right? Just trust in our core values, be dart as much as you possibly can be all the time, and good things that happen. So that's what we've been doing. Coach E accepted my challenge. I'm in the defensive staff, and we've been there just working our butts off to make sure that we can get that done.
Last season, Coach, you guys got a big win over Georgia Tech. They have some of the same core players this time around. What are some of the key differences that you realize between that team that you beat last year and this one that you're going to play on Saturday?
They 7-0. They were 2-0 then. They're 7-0 now. They have one of the better coaches in the country playing. Those guys play for them. They love them. Haynes King's a really good football player, and they can run the ball well. They added a new running back to help out Jamal Haynes with the Horsley kid that's there playing. He's a good football player. They're just a good team all around. Offense, defense, and special teams. I think they play together. I think they care about each other, and they show it on the football field. There's a lot of games that they had that were close games, and they were able to pull them out at the end of the game. So I'm actually happy for Coach Key. You know, he's worked his butt off to get where he's at, to get that team there, being an alum of that school. So I'm happy for him and the job that him and his staff and that his football team's doing.
Go to Maddie in the second row and then Zach in front.
Hey, Coach. Looking at Georgia Tech's defense, where do you kind of see in the early film that you guys have been watching, maybe they're going to have some pressure points for either Ricky or Luke?
I mean, they're going to blitz. They better. You know what I'm saying? They're going to blitz. They're going to come play ball. They're going to blitz. I think they just do a good job. They know how to finish. They tackle well. I think their secondary tackles extremely well. They do a good job of tackling. I think the linebackers are tough. They play with an edge. I like watching those guys play in the D-line. They're athletic, right? They got some really good athletes up front. So that'd be a good, I think they're a good football team, to be honest, right? I think they're complete. They're good in all areas. They do a good job in all areas of the team. But on the defensive side, I think they play well together. There's not many plays you see guys out of gaps. They're doing what they're supposed to do, and their defensive coordinator's doing a good job.
And can you pass that right down to Zach for in front of you? And then we'll go Javon right after that.
Fran, obviously you guys have a lot of playmakers at receiver, whether it be Darryl or Jonte. How do you try and focus on maybe getting them the ball more and allowing them to make plays going forward?
I mean, Jonte had 10 targets. I mean, not Jonte. Jonte had about 8 catches on and Gil had like 10 targets. They just got to go after they catch the ball. They got to start turning it up. They got to go make more plays, right? They got to make guys miss, and they got to turn some of those 8 yards into 80 or 40. You know, some of those things need to happen that way. And then Gil just got to make his plays. And those things will come to him, and he's going to continue to make plays, continue to have fun. So that's how I look at that when it comes to them. Gil had 10 targets, so Jonte had about 8 or so. I don't know how many more you think they should get. As many as possible, right? Just till they get in the end zone. But just keep going at them. I think they're doing a good job. I think we're pushing and trying to get them the ball as much as possible. I want to see them make some more play, make some guys miss afterwards also.
And then in terms of the running game, how do you establish that, I guess, better and, I guess, be more consistent in the running game?
Just keep trying it. Keep running. Just keep running. Keep running. One will bust eventually, and once it busts, then another one will come. But just going for 3 yards in a cloud of dust, right? Just keep getting 3, get 3, get 3. Then we say it's 10, right? 3, 3, 3, 4th and 1. Let's go out and let's make the 4th and 1 this time, right? It's supposed to mean a lot to the program, so we need to be able to get it when we say 4th and 1.
Last two, we'll go Javon and then finish with Samantha.
Byron didn't play Saturday, and then we saw Austin and Antoine leave out and not come back in.
Antoine?
Delorier.
Antoine came back in.
He went back in?
He played the rest of the game.
Got you. Well, with Austin and Byron, do you have any updates on what?
Byron's dealing with something that should be done in a second. You know, I think he was concussed, and I think Collins is day to day.
And then with Travion, we saw Naquil go in for him. What went into that on Saturday?
They split time all the time. Like if you've noticed all year, those dudes been splitting time. So we just felt as though at that moment, let's make sure we get Quell some reps. Quell's done a good job. They both practice well together, so we wanted to get the other guys some reps.
And then we'll finish right here with Samantha.
Hey,
You got caught in the rain, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah.
What gave it away? I wanted to know if there's a couple of drills or specific tangible things that you'll be working on with Ricky Collins this week in practice to help him improve.
I mean, nothing's gonna do that. We just gotta see the defense. I don't know. Like that's a great question, but it's hard to answer. Like what drills will I work on with our quarterback? Like I will give you like a smart aleck answer, but I'm not because you do a really good job at what you do. But we just got to get him to throw the ball to the guys, right? Like hit our guys, try to recognize the defense faster, and be able to get them the ball. I think he has a really strong arm, as you can see. He can make those deep throws. He can do all that. You just got to relax and make the throws. They're there for him to do it. The guys run the right routes. So it's a mixture of a lot of stuff, but Nunn's got a lot of things to do to cause havoc for him in practice, to keep him under stress a little bit so he can play under stress in practice. So that way when he's in a game, stress is common, right? It becomes normal to him, being able to do that. But, I mean, if I told you a drill, I couldn't really pinpoint that, but we'll do a lot of ones-on-ones. So in that way he's going against the ones and the twos and not just the scouts all the time. We'll try to make it some good on good to give him a better chance of seeing it happen a little faster, if that answers.
Over the weekend you mentioned that you would do whatever was best for the Block S. I just wanted to know if down the stretch, if Luke Carney was that answer, was that a switch you'd be willing to make if he's what would be best for the Block S?
If you could play quarterback and you was going to be the best,
give me a chance.
I'm gonna give you an opportunity, but no, it's I got faith in Ricky. Like I got faith in Ricky. So and I'm telling you, like he is the best answer for the Block S, right? Like he's the best answer for the Block S. He's a little ahead of those guys when it comes to his mindset and the different things that he can do because of the arm strength. It's a lot of intangibles that go with playing quarterback. Luke's is highly, highly intelligent. He's really just fresh out of high school too, though, right? Not every kid is always going to be ready fresh out of high school to make all the throws and the reads and different things of that nature. But Luke will have his time when that comes. And it's Ricky's opportunity right now. And hopefully all of you guys are feeling the same way that we are. And we're praying that it click for him completely and he can come out and have a good week, right? He can come and play his heart out and it'll be one of the better games that you've seen around here from a quarterback in a long time. Like that's what I'm praying on and I'm hoping and I'm wishing for him most importantly, right? Like I hope that he has an amazing game and he just go have fun, right? Because he deserves it. The kid works hard. Nobody wants to go out and not put on a good show or put on a good performance. But sometimes it happens that way and that's just the nature of the business. They work out also, right? You go hunting. Sometimes you catch the bear, but sometimes the bear catch you. Good?
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Hey, Javon, that was great not to answer.